Hello everybody and welcome to a first look at the Class 150 for Cardiff City Network. If this does happen to be the first video or live stream you've seen by me, then my name's Richard aka Danescourt and I'm a former passenger train driver and current freight train driver based in the southeast of England. As always, and before we jump into the video, I've got to tell you that all the views and opinions expressed within this video are solely my own and may not reflect those of any companies I may be employed by or associated with. Furthermore, Dovetail Games have given me the key for this route completely free of charge. However, they do have no editorial control over the content. If I like something, I'll tell you. Equally, if I don't like something, I will also tell you that. Okay, so let's jump in. Cardiff City Network. We have had a little look through the scenarios and bits and bobs in the Class 150 video where we went from Penarth to somewhere else. I've forgotten the names of the stations already. But in this video we're going to have a look at the Class 150. Okay, so quite a few services for the Class 150. We've got a variety of conductor mode and driver mode. But the service that I have pre-selected is going to be the 1 Foxtrot 60 service, which is Radyr to Cardiff Central. I'm going to apologise in advance for the terrible Welsh pronunciations within this video. This is a 21-minute run, so it's a nice run just to get a feel for the train. So, we're going to set the date to the 17th of July, and we're going to keep the weather custom weather, have it on clear. Should give us nice sort of sunset shots. We're going to be taking this train from Radyr down to Cardiff, or Radyr down to Cardiff Central. We're going to do it as driver. We are going to be having a look at the conductor mode in another video. We're also going to be doing a few live streams and bits and bobs on the route over the coming days / weeks / months. Loading, loading, loading. Everyone's favourite bit of gaming. Okay, we are working 1 Foxtrot 60 Radyr to Cardiff Central, driving it from, unfortunately the route up to Radyr is not modelled. That would have been a really nice bit to have. I've been along that bit quite recently, it's very scenic indeed. But we're taking it from Radyr, someone tell me how to pronounce it please, down to Cardiff, 4-car train. And there we are. So what we'll do, I think, is we'll get set up and then we'll have a look around the train, have a look at the route and have a look at the various bits and bobs. So over to the right hand side, TPWS normal. Normal on there as well. Can't interact with the driver interface unit, so that's where you would put your PIN number. Each driver's got like a PIN number, so the driver managers can identify who was driving it on the download. And then we want to put our vigilance in, which is just up there. Train lights on, that's always a good idea. Sit in driver's seat, rightio, okay. Key in, round into forward, or into neutral even. And then let's sort some lights out. So marker lights should be on, instrument lights should be on. Tail lights can be off, and headlights to... we'll set the headlight to the left because it is getting dark. So the left-hand headlight is the driver's side, which is what you would expect at night. Okay, unlocking doors on the right-hand side. Quick look at the timetable. We are going to stop at, apologies for pronunciations, Danescourt, Fairwater, Wergren Park, Ninian Park, and Cardiff Central. Okay, so let's take a look outside, through the bushes, at the Class 153. 2 of them. It's almost as if I had planned it. Lots and lots and lots of passengers getting on and off. And in terms of modelling, I think it looks really, really nice. Now, I'm not overly familiar with Class 150s. I will make that absolutely clear. Travelled on a couple in my lifetime. I do have one. I've got a real track Class 150. No, I haven't. I've got a Backman Class 150 in Northern livery. Very nice model. But to my eye, that looks really nice. As does Radyr Station as well. Okie dokie, it is telling us to lock doors. What we'll do is we'll do an outside pull away. I will keep my mouth shut and let you guys listen to the sounds, because I know sounds are normally quite a contentious issue. Little bit of speeding there, but I thought I'd give you an idea of what the sound's like. We'll do a few inside pullaways and some outside pullaways, a few flyby shots, all that sort of thing. We'll have a look around inside the cab as well at the workable equipment as we go along. So I have seen quite a few social media posts saying the sounds on this are not particularly good. Like I say, I'm not massively familiar. I know sounds can be quite contentious as well, sort of. Lots of people have got very strong opinions on the sounds of the engine, so really interested to hear your thoughts and comments down below. I think they have been remixed since the preview stream, so who knows, they might sound a little bit better in this. Okay, good for 55. We do only have 0.9 miles to the station. I think the train looks really nice. I think they've done an absolutely first-class job with the modelling. Okay, 0.6 miles to Danescourt. Let's get a little bit more power in. We are now counting down for the station. Not sure what the brakes are going to be like on this, so be quite interesting. And we are a 4-car set, so with the Class 150 you will get various formations. You'll get 4-car formations, 2-car. I think there's a couple of 6-car formations on there as well, which is nice to kind of have. I know it's the same train, but it's nice to sort of have that variety with different lengths as well. I believe you can couple the 150 and the 153 together. That is something we are going to attempt to do on a live stream. So if you are about, do check that out. Right, let's see how well we do with the station stop. Is it going to be tea and biscuits with the manager, or are we going to pull this off? Okay, I would expect some sort of noise when we start braking, like some sort of brake rub noise. Or are they disc brakes? Maybe, you know. Okay, coming into Danescourt, she's coming in quite nicely there. The lighting and the actual modelling on the station looking really good. I think from what I've seen so far, this is the second video I'm making on this, so I made the 150 dog box video first. Graphically, I'm really impressed with the way the route looks. What I've seen of it, it looks absolutely lovely. Nice brake squirrel there, doors open on the left-hand side. Okie dokie, let's have a quick look around the cab and see what we've got options-wise. So, notice board light, fantastic. Nothing we can interact with there. We've got the TPWS up the top there. Back wall behind us, heater switch. We can't interact with. Fire systems we can't. Vigilance we obviously can, so we've done that. Crew lights and cab lights. Cab lights off. We can play around with that one, that's pretty cool. And then a few various circuit breakers. Preheat, train lights on, train lights off, which we've already had a little go with. Coming around then, we've got our marker lights, which are on the front there. Instrument lights, turn those on and off. Demist, no functionality on that. Tail lights. Compressor speed up, let's give that a go. Please move the reverser to neutral before compressor speed up. Let's give that a go then. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So if you're trying to pump the train up from frat, that's pretty cool. Tail lights we've done, hold gear. Transmission fault lights, I don't know if they work. Engine start and stop. If I play with those, you can guarantee I won't get it started again. Couple, uncouple, sander. Yeah, all kind of pretty basic functionality. We'll do an inside pull away this time. And we'll get up to about 40 and we'll shut back the power. Saying that, I don't think we'll make it to 40. Let's shut it back now. $400 yards out of the station. So we got our GSMR there, which we didn't have to interact with. That was already set up. We've got brightness controls on there. Speaker volume controls. Braking for the station, that would be a good idea. On and off for the register, deregister. Again, we don't need to put anything into there. I say it on every single video we do, every single new review video. I'd love to have some sort of GSMR functionality where you actually have to pump your head code and stuff into it, but that's a TSW core issue. Hopefully that's something they will address in the future. Oh, we've just unlocked both sets of doors. That's not what we're supposed to do. Tea and biscuits with the manager for opening the doors on the wrong side. Yeah, looking good. Generally, the route and train, like I say, I'm not overly familiar with these, but to my kind of untrained eye, looking really nice. Yeah, that would definitely be an issue in real life. That gets one of those. Platform's too short. I don't know whether these have some sort of like selective door opening or something on them in real life to stop that happening, but yeah, that's far from ideal. Nice bit of clag coming off of it there as well. Sunset's looking really nice behind the hills. That's kind of got a nice pinky bluey haze to it. And let's put the HUD up, coming around to 1 Grand Park. Hopefully we're not going to overshoot the platform. It's not looking good. The brakes on this are pretty forgiving. This is why I drive freight trains and not passenger trains anymore. Hey, that wasn't a bad stop in the end. We'll absolutely take that. Doors on the left. So we've got this screen here, which is the driver advisory system. That's not modelled and not working. So basically that would tell the driver when they can slow down and coast, and kind of, it gives a little bit of information on how to drive the train most efficiently. So if you're running early, it'll tell you can coast, so you can save a bit of fuel. Or if you're running a bit late, it might tell you that you need to go, not necessarily go a bit faster, but you know, not coast. Keep the power in a bit longer than you normally would, or brake a little bit later. Wait until 2016 before we depart. Let's that's quite a nice one for the thumbnail there. Yeah, let's give that a go. There we go. Okay, lock doors. And we are off to Ninian Park. trampoline down in the garden there, and washing on the line. Right, we've got to agree. Yeah, graphically, I've been genuinely quite impressed with this route. Like I say, I'm not massively familiar with the Cardiff network, so whether it's sort of an accurate representation or not, I don't know. Someone who lives in the area can certainly enlighten me with that. Likewise with the train as well. You know, I think it sounds pretty decent, but I'm not massively familiar with these. So if the sound is completely off, then you know, I'm sure someone in the comment section will be more than happy to pick me up on that. I'm looking out for sort of scenery clipping through and bugs and stuff, and to be fair, I found a little bit of repeat textures on some of the hedges in places, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty solid route, if I'm being honest. Are we going to get the train whooshing past the other way? I mean, I think Dovetail, in terms of ambient sounds and stuff, they do seem to be up in their game a little bit. All we need now is, you know, I've said it so many times, station announcements, yes please. Okay, another line joining us from the left there. We'll jump on the map and see what line that is and whether it's playable. I think we are coming around towards Canton Depot now, so we're not far off the end of this run. It's been a relatively short one. Four on the 4. I would like to have seen maybe, like I said, the run up to Radyr would have been really nice, and some other bits and bobs. Maybe down to Bridgewater and Barry Island would have been pretty good additions to the route. Actually, I've changed my mind. I think that should be the thumbnail there. Or maybe that way. It's Dad Rail behind the scenes now. How do we get... Let's choose a thumbnail. I know. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, we can play with that later. Okay, locked doors. Let's do another. Let's do a flyby pull-away shot this time. Let's go down to the end of the platform. 55. I know the speed limit is reducing to 30. Okay, here we go. And 30 down to 20. Nice clickety-click and suspension bounce as we come across the points. That is something I'm definitely a big fan of. As we come round past Canton Depot. Lots of trains in there. That's really nice to see a busy depot, really well occupied. Got some GWR HSTs there as well. Slightly over the speed limit. We'll drop a little bit of brake in there. Loving the way the signals glow. I've got no mods on here. I'm playing on PC for those of you who are interested. No mods. This is kind of just default gameplay. I've had a few micro stutters here and there, but gameplay seems to be generally pretty smooth. Let's see if we consistently got clickety-clack across the points. Oh, we have. Oh, I'm here for that. I'm absolutely here for that. That makes me very happy. It's the small things. What can I say? It absolutely is the small things. So we can have a quick look on the map at so Radyr was up here in the top left, Cardiff Central's down here. So we've sort of come down this line here, and we're just sort of traversing this spur past the depot. like I say, I'm going to be live streaming this a few times over the next few weeks. This is definitely a route that I think there's enough of it to keep it interesting, but there's not so much of it where it becomes overwhelming. I think this is definitely one that I really want to look at route learning, getting the names of the stations down, the various different routes, the various service patterns, and everything else. It's definitely got that sort of potential. I like the fact that there's lots to do on the route. You know, we've kind of got lots of different services we can play, station stops. You know, there's just, yeah, it's just. The route just really appeals to the way I like to play the game. And coming into Cardiff Central, which is where this service will terminate. However, there are services that go around to Cardiff Queen Street and then on to various other destinations. One yellow. My criticism when I've done the dog box, the 153 stream as well, was that Cardiff Central does seem a little bit dead, not just in terms of AI traffic, but in terms of like passenger traffic. There's just not a lot there. We have overshot the stop car mark as well. I've just noticed. I'm just merrily making my way down to the end of the platform. Yeah, so one of my biggest criticisms probably would be Cardiff Central. There's just not enough people. There's no atmosphere at Cardiff Central. Yeah, we'll have a little look around. I mean, Cardiff Central looks pretty good. In terms of modelling, it's really good, but it's just... I don't think anyone's seen Cardiff Central so empty. HST departing over there. Platform 0, Cardiff, of course, being one of the... I think there's only about half a dozen stations in the UK with a Platform 0, Cardiff being one of them. One of the others being Radyr, which we also have in game. But there we go, the Class 150 for Train Sim Classic, Train Sim World. I am recording this at 4 o'clock in the morning, full disclosure. I think it looks pretty good, and personally I think it sounds pretty good, but I'm really interested to hear your opinions on that. Like I say, you guys are the experts when it comes to sounds. But yeah, absolutely. Like I say, do go and check out the Class 153 video that I done on the dog box. We do have a little bit more of a look at the route in more detail on that video. There's also going to be some live streams over the coming days. We are going to be looking at conductor mode. We're going to be doing some funky stuff like joining the 153 and the 150 together. Might even see if we can reskin a pacer and put a pacer on there as well. That would be a pretty cool thing to do. There we go. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, consider subscribing. That would be absolutely fantastic. And if you want to find out more about my day-to-day life as a train driver, you can follow me on my social media channels, which are on the screen for you right now. Opinions and comments below, please. Let me know what you think of the route. Will you be buying it? What is your feedback for Dovetail on it? How are those sounds? Hope to see you in another video or live stream very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.